Good morning and welcome to the Killik & Co market update. It's been a good week for the climate with two major occurrences in the fossil fuels industry. The first is that two climate activists from a small hedge fund in the US have been voted onto the board of oil major ExxonMobil, and that's despite the fact that Exxon's chief executive campaigned against these two candidates. Exxon is the largest oil company in the US, but it has been criticized in recent years for not doing enough to reduce its carbon emissions. The share price has been weak, as you can see by the chart here. Now, clearly some of that is due to the weakness in the oil price and the coronavirus crisis, but Exxon has still underperformed the wider oil sector, and in recent years there has been a sense that shareholders have been growing frustrated with Exxon's lack of progress. This week it seems that shareholders have taken matters into their own hands by voting for these two new board members. On the same day this week as the Exxon vote, a court in the Netherlands ordered Royal Dutch Shell to reduce its carbon emissions more quickly than previously planned. Back in 2019, Shell was sued by a group of environmental campaigners who claimed that Shell had damaged the environment. This week, the court ruled in favour of the campaigners and has ordered Shell to take action to reduce its emissions more quickly. Now, this ruling is only relevant in the Netherlands, but it could set a global precedent. The price of gold has risen in recent weeks and it's now back over $1,900 per ounce. In the past, investors have bought gold for various reasons. Firstly, it's seen as a safe haven investment and investors have bought it when they've been worried about equities. Secondly, it's a physical asset and therefore investors believe it will offer protection against inflation. And finally, it's a diversifier. Investors like to diversify their portfolios across different asset classes, and gold is an alternative to equities and bonds. In recent months, there has been some speculation that some investors have been buying cryptocurrencies as another alternative asset, and there has been some concern that this could potentially reduce demand for gold. Now, cryptocurrencies are quite a difficult topic for us because they're not regulated, and therefore we're not allowed to advise on them or even to buy them for clients. However, we can comment when movements in cryptocurrencies impact other areas of the market. In the last couple of weeks, there have been some big sell-offs in some well-known cryptocurrencies, and there have been a couple of reasons for this. Firstly, China has restricted use of cryptocurrencies, and secondly, Elon Musk has made some comments about the environmental damage made by Bitcoin because the process of mining for it is so power intensive. The sell-off in cryptocurrencies has been followed by a rise in the price of gold, possibly supporting the view that gold is indeed a safe haven investment. Amazon has announced that it has agreed to buy MGM Studios. In this era of video streaming, the most successful media companies are the ones that own the most valuable content. That's why Disney bought Marvel, Pixar, Lucasfilm and Fox, and that's one of the reasons why Disney Plus has been such a successful platform. Amazon announced in its last shareholder letter that it now has over 200 million Amazon Prime subscribers worldwide, and that's a sizable proportion of the global population. Amazon is now clearly trying to keep these Prime subscribers happy by providing them with more valuable content to watch. MGM owns a library of very popular film content, including the James Bond films, the Rocky films, and most importantly, Legally Blonde. The deal has yet to be approved, but if it goes through, it will be Amazon's largest acquisition since Whole Foods. Moving on to have a look at next week, it's looking incredibly quiet in the corporate calendar, so have a great bank holiday weekend and we'll see you next Friday.